What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining me. I wanted to do a quick video on the ticker VST. We saw some January 155 calls get hit pretty hard on Friday, so I started to do a little bit more digging into the name. I've been well aware of the name, but it's kind of one of those things where it keeps going up and up, and you're like, well, it has to stop eventually, and you just don't partake in it, and that's been me. But this flow really caught my eye. It did pull back 11% Friday with the market. Saw a little bit of a rebound there at the close. But this flow made me kind of go back through the dark pool today and look and see what we had gotten. And I found something extremely notable here. On May 7th, the day before they reported earnings pre-market, we had over 35 million shares transacted, this 81.74. That's $2.8 billion priced out at this 81.74. That's pretty significant. Needless to say, you can see since the earnings, the stock has been continuing to go up. We're kind of riding this parabolic bell curve up here. But I went ahead and went through the rest of the dark pool for the last 2 months in this range and have identified any levels over 1 million in shares and prints. This 96.13, 1.5 million shares, 94.27, 1.6 million shares, 93.30, 2.1 million shares, and 90.17, 1.9. This is your 81.74, the 35 million shares, nearly $3 billion in money flow here. You can see Friday we kind of did a breakout retest, like we retested these highs post earnings that we struggled with and broke out of. Came back, retested it. Also has to do with one of these more recent dark pools in this range here that we saw hold as support as well. Something else I thought was interesting, technically speaking, past that, if you do an anchored VWAP off this earnings reaction candle, look how strong of support that's been since the earnings reaction. And one last thing with volume profile, if you do a fixed profile off that candle as well, it gives you a very good visual of this volume built out here along with the dark pools, and you have a pretty defined risk here through this point of control. You could even draw a trend here if you wanted to, just like that. Sometimes you'll see trends break and get bought right back up, so that is something to keep in mind. Let's see. So they hit the January 155 calls here, nearly $5 million. It's pretty significant, being over 50% out of the money from current spot, 99 bucks, looking at the 155s. This will be a name I'm watching. I would like another pullback into this area to try and start building a position. Something that further dated, I would look to take a starter position and add to it as time goes on. But I thought this was worth noting. Wanted to get a video out on this versus just a regular post. Hopefully this is helpful. I appreciate you guys watching, and thanks for joining me.